Edwin van der Sar confirms Ajax plan after giving green light for Manut approach. Manchester United legend Edwin van der Sar worked closely with current Red Devils boss Erik ten Hag during his time at Ajax, and the pair have been linked with a possible reunion. Edwin van der Sar insists he has no intention of returning to Manchester United, despite previously hinting he would open to the move. The Red Devils, fresh off the appointment of former Ajax boss Erik ten Hag as first-team manager, are continuing to look at ways of overhauling the footballing operation. John Murdoch is currently operating as football director, working in conjunction with technical director Darren Fletcher and Richard Arnold, who was named as CEO at the start of the year. Arnold's counterpart at Ajax, van der Sar, has been perennially linked with a return to the club he helped win the Champions League in 2008. That speculation has only intensified since ten Hag swapped Amsterdam for Manchester, with the two enjoying a close working relationship. Earlier this week, Voetbal Primer reported that the United manager reached out to the keeper-turned-executive to discuss the possibility of him joining his revolution at Old Trafford. And back in 2019, besides my family, my wife and kids and everything, I have two loves in my life, van der Sar explained, speaking to Planet Football, as quoted by The Express. That's Ajax, who gave me the opportunity to develop. They scouted me, they gave me the chance to shine in the world of football. And the last club of my career also gave me a lot of attention, recognition and everything. Developed at a later stage. And of course I'd be interested in a position. But I need to learn a little more here, develop myself further, and of course eventually let's see what the future brings. United is a fantastic club. There's a great following all over the world. Everybody wants to play for them and eventually work for them. However, after a summer which saw his beloved Ajax not only lose their figurehead in the dugout, but also two of their star players, he is in no rush to move on. After joining United, ten Hag rated his former employers for Lisandro Martinez and Antony with Ajax now at the start of another transition. Asked about joining United, van der Sar told The Times, "It's never been that close. I have a good relationship with the board and I had a fantastic 6 years in Manchester, but I'm not finished here yet." Following a summer of change, Ajax are top of the Eredivisie, but below their high standards in the Champions League. A drop-off the club's CEO believes was anticipated. It's not strange, van der Sar said of their relative struggles. After 4 or 5 years of losing the better players and adjusting with a new manager, we probably need a little bit more time to get the right step again. In other news, Erik ten Hag urged to drop Manchester United forward Jadon Sancho after Chelsea draw. He's not performing. Erik ten Hag has been urged to Casemiro's injury time header earned United a point at Stamford Bridge on Saturday evening after Jorginho's penalty gave Chelsea a lead in the 87th minute. England international Sancho started for the Red Devils, but was replaced by central midfielder Fred shortly after halftime. Sancho has scored 3 goals in 14 appearances this season, and former Aston Villa star Gabby Agbonlahor believes it is time he was taken out of the team. Casemiro's injury time header earned United a point at Stamford Bridge on Saturday evening after Jorginho's penalty gave Chelsea a lead in the 87th minute. England international Sancho started for the Red Devils, but was replaced by central midfielder Fred shortly after halftime. Sancho has scored 3 goals in 14 appearances this season, and former Aston Villa star Gabby Agbonlahor believes it is time he was taken out of the team. He told TalkSport, "I just want to speak about Sancho because when I watch Man United I look at Antony, I look at Rashford, I look at Fernandes, and they look like they want to take a player on and want to do something and take responsibility in the attacking third. Sancho, he gets the ball and passes it backwards. If I was Luke Shaw I'd say stop passing it back to me. I'm giving you the ball, so take someone on." At Dortmund he was doing it every week. His confidence, he's being brought off after 52 minutes for Fred. Fred was unlucky not to start because he did very well last game, but it just shows that they've had to play Fernandes up front for the last 35 minutes. Rashford went to the left, and Antony stayed on the right because Sancho can't perform. How many times do you have to play him? If you're Ronaldo, you're probably thinking, how many chances is this guy going to get? Elanga, how many times is Sancho going to get the chance to play for Manchester United? Because he's not performing and he's a million miles away from a chance to play at the World Cup. He's being brought off after 52 minutes for Fred. Fred was unlucky not to start because he did very well last game, but it just shows that they've had to play Fernandes up front for the last 35 minutes. Rashford went to the left and Antony stayed on the right because Sancho can't perform. How many times do you have to play him? If you're Ronaldo, you're probably thinking, how many chances is this guy going to get? Elanga, how many times is Sancho going to get the chance to play for Manchester United because he's not performing and he's a million miles away from a chance to play at the World Cup? Cristiano Ronaldo did not travel with the Manchester United squad to West London as punishment for leaving United's Premier League win over Tottenham early. But Agbonlahor believes the Red Devils missed Ronaldo against Chelsea and says his return would allow Marcus Rashford to replace Sancho on the left-hand side. He added, "Ronaldo deserved to be left out for this game. It was the right punishment, but going forward this is why Ten Hag has said that he wants Ronaldo for the season. This is the sort of game where they're missing Ronaldo. It's not working with Sancho on the left. Anthony, I like. Rashford could be pushed onto the left with Ronaldo up front because Sancho doesn't take anyone on. This is the perfect game to say, Cristiano, come on and do your business like he did against Everton when he came on and scored." Manchester United, who stay fifth following their draw with Chelsea, face Europa League opponents Sheriff Tiraspol on Thursday night and then host Premier League rivals West Ham next weekend. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to drop a like and make sure to subscribe to Man United Hub to get all the latest updates on Manchester United.